welcome back to Jikoronpa. In the previous episode, we continued going through the treasures of chapter 4, and we learned the replacement. One of my questions were answered. Not one of my answers were questioned, but I asked, oh, well, if we're Ryu, then how will the feet events work? And basically, there's a substitute for them now. While with Hikaru, we just hang out with people. With Ryu, we're going to be writing poems, and whatever poem we write that symbolizes one of the 5 characters that left aside from Hikari, we get to hang out with them, and Ryu has 2 events with everybody. In the last episode, I was just pressing random words, spamming, just hoping something would work, and we got to hang out with Chuki again, which, after, like I said last episode, when I thought about it more, I was like, oh, maybe I should have tried to get someone else, because, you know, we did a long hang with Chuki, so that's kind of back to my episodes. But we move on, we survive. Then afterwards, we did a little trauma dumping with Toshi. He kind of realized that Asuka was dead, even though he kind of knew that they were dead the entire time, but like, that's besides the point. Then we went into the poetry session where we read Kazuki's poem, and it was a mouthful. It was a short story almost. And yeah, that's where we left off. Actually, no, that's not where we left off. We left off with Dia saying, oh, you guys, it's time for somebody to die again, you know what that means. And it's like, oh, it's time for the motive of chapter 4. And so now, we're going to officially find out whether Tsubaki was correct with her prediction. And I'm assuming she was, because it would be kind of embarrassing to just have that moment with Fuyuka just to be completely wrong. But now that I think about it, it also means we're going to be seeing Fuyuka and Hikari for the first time this chapter, because they didn't come to the poetry mission and we haven't seen them at all today. So, guess we're going to see Hikari and Fuyuka for the first time. To the ballroom you go, everyone. I'm already here! Oh wow, just can just speak to the speaker. Oh, right. Hikari's already here. She's very punctual, unlike some of you. For you guys, wherever. And the rest of you are doing some poetry sharing. I normally encourage you to continue, but... well, you know how contracts go. Can't argue against them. Go to the ballroom or chop your heads off with a butcher knife. Or something. Whatever, I'm already tired of announcing these. Can we just end this game already? It ends with this live view, so let's just chop chop. When I say chop chop, chop someone's heads off, please. Just hurry up. I like how, because of my Antebellum playthrough, I just desperately need to do that accent again, so Dia's just become that. I've just tried to be giving Dia an accent, and it's not even, I'm not even trying to, that's just what happens when I do Dia's voice now. Even though I know in reality Dia's voice, like, it is high pitched, like this. Not anything like this. But that's just what I imagine when I hear Dia, so you're gonna have to just deal with it, unfortunately. Then the announcement stopped. Monev. Wonder what it is this time. God, I have no idea what the hell this motive could be. What will they do to us this time?
Hopefully there's not another time limit. That's all I ask. Please, don't let another villainous turn reign among us, Dia.
We're all together. Even if another murder is committed, we have to stay together. Let's make a promise, okay? If worst comes to worst, we'll throw Fuyuka and Hikari under the bus or just pit them against each other. Us 5, we're tight. Oh wow, they're really putting their hands in, so it is really the 5 of them against the world. If Hikari and Fuyuka, you guys are done for. Together, until we die here. That's a grim promise to make, but sure, why not? I mean, I want to die here, so I'm all for it.
Do my best to avoid my demise. Stay hopeful in our togetherness. If anyone follows my footsteps and murders and successfully gets rid of us in the trial, I hope we will meet in the afterlife.
Let's never be separated again.
Oh, friendship, yeah. Just like all the greatest stories tell us.
Okay, I'm suddenly against this whole thing. Can we stop? Together, we all made our way to the ballroom. Hikari was already there, as we heard from the announcement. I'm just expecting Hikari's sprite to be totally different now. Like, she just cut off all her hair, and she looks crazy. I'm like, oh my god, Hikari, wasn't that serious, please? And in the corner was Fuyuka, clearly trying her best to not look anywhere in Hikari's direction.
Hey everyone! Oh, you guys have no idea how my day has been. I have with the most convoluted murder plan ever. You guys are gonna love it. I'll see you in 5 days.
Shh. Wow, I would not want to be her, am I right, guys? You guys are really giving her the silent treatment, eh? Not like you guys haven't done anything worse than she has. I mean, Shiyuki committed murder. Toshi, you're on a delusional. Kazuyuki, I mean, your entire character was a bit off in the last round. Just like, look at me and Ryu. I mean, you kind of stamped someone, right? How did you know that? Oh, I'm just omniscient. Don't worry about it. I mean, all like Harry had done has been manipulated. Wow, you guys are crazy for that, huh? You've already forgiven the murderer. And that's what I was saying. I was like, we're forgiving Chiyuki for murdering someone, and we're not forgiving Hikari for being manipulated, even though she did some crazy things. I feel like, if we're giving benefit to Chiyuki, we can give benefit to Hikari. Right. I will say, I think Tsubaki is my favorite character just because I love just voicing just sassy lines from her and just extrapolating for no reason whatsoever. I just really enjoy her. So she's definitely my favorite at the moment. And what I think she might die, I'm very ready for this chapter. No matter what, she'd probably be my favorite no matter what happens. Even if she's not really even if she's not objectively or whatever the best written character has or doesn't have much character moments, I'm subjectively clearly the front runner for me. Hey, Carrie. Okay, calm down, please.
You've been doing well, Ryu.
I've been, trying my best, I guess.
Good.
Oh my god, this is so unbelievably awkward. I feel like throwing up. Toshi, give me your clothes. You look terrible.
Awkward dreams aside, it's motive time. Are you ready?
No.
Never have been, never will be.
I mean, your clothes already look puke green, so it wouldn't be that much of a change.
Can you punish me? I do not want to go through another motive.
Oh, okay. You just 5 seconds ago you said you didn't want to meet your end, and now you're asking to get a kill. I don't know what happened there, but okay.
Oh, this is only positive.
I'm going to assume she was being sarcastic because she knew Dia wouldn't do that. But imagine if Dia just killed her 10 seconds after he said, "Do my best not to be mad." That would be catastrophic.
Oh, but this one is only positive. Well, as positive as I can get.
Which makes me sound like Tsubaki was right.
It's a two-part motive. Kind of like the last one, with the cards being combined with a time limit. How spicy.
For a second, I thought he was going to say there's going to be a time limit, and I was going to be like,
I hear that, Toshi. I totally didn't do that just because I heard you screaming. It's so spicy that my tongue is burned off.
You never had a tongue? I mean, come on, I would never design a role with a tongue. I mean, what?
Now you know why.
Your design constantly irritates me.
You irritate me too. The feeling is mutual.
Oh, you guys, Kazuki said he does not like the design at all, which kind of throws a wrench in my hammer because Kazuki would never hear one of his designs unless he's that kind of guy who makes art, then looks at 10 things after making it and just despises it. Maybe this is just more evidence like this is a betrayer and did design that robot. Maybe that's all I'm saying. Was Shiniski wrong all this time? Were you a being of malevolence all along, and you managed to fool him? I remembered last night. Dia tried so hard to convince me just to still be there for Hikari, despite everything. I don't think Dia is that cruel, and since I brought out my new cool spreadsheet, you know I must be correct. We may not know their full intentions, but there's more than just cruelty behind them, even now. Sasuke wouldn't have led to a wrong conclusion like that.
Aw, shucks, you shouldn't.
Did Dia glance at me with a brief smile, as if to thank me? But then they frowned, as if realizing something. Just what did they realize?
Oh, did the people run this game realize that you're up to something, Dia? Oh, what's wrong? Tell me.
Oh, okay, just do that. Okay.
I'm a cruel being. I've always been this way. Don't expect me to be nice to you, to be your ally. Oh, that's so nice. You really expect me to be like that. Sasuke was just an idiot. Iki was similarly incompetent. I believe in me was nothing more than a farce.
Don't insult them like that. Their deaths must have meant something.
None of your deaths really mean anything. None of your lives really mean anything. None of you ever managed to admit anything to anybody, especially to me. I know that's the truth. That's one way out for all of you, and that is to die.
What do you mean?
The only way to end this pain, once and for all, is for all of you to meet your end and the culprit to escape. That's why this motive was made. With this motive, you can escape with one other participant.
Oh, I can escape with my... Oh. What? You can escape with one other person?
But Bullet, I attempted. But...
Yes. Any participant, even if they don't commit any crimes themselves. They don't even have to be your accomplice, though that is an option. Any participant of this killing game can be your partner in leaving this game, once and for all. This motive means that the game can finally end. Don't you all want that? Wouldn't you sacrifice your life to let two people leave here, instead of being confined to this game for a single day longer?
No. We agreed to die here together. You can't pull us apart again. You can't divide us, dear.
I once thought there was a world in which all of you could escape, but that's clearly not the truth. I've been convinced otherwise. Only one of you will ever escape. But with this motive, you can spare a single other life. It's double the amount of survivors. Don't you all want to take this opportunity? You can discuss who deserves to live the most.
No!
None of their lives are worth more or less, dear. Do not attempt to manipulate us if that is what you are doing.
I can't tell what you want anymore, dear.
I don't know anymore either. Honestly.
That's not all, is it, dear?
Well, he did say it was a two-parter, and that is only a one part of a motive, so I don't know what else we're missing.
You got on. Yes. That's not all there is to it. This is a two-part motive, like I said.
And not a time limit.
Yes, I did it just to spite you, Toshi. I just added it for no reason. And so, something much, much kinder. Do you all have somebody who you miss more than anything? That you'd give anything to talk to again?
Oh, this is interesting. I'm not sure what the hell he's going to say, but this is definitely going to be related to the Chapter 4 title screen, because Dice Cube was there and Hikari there when hands were out to each other, so this has to be related to what that meant.
I need a volunteer.
For what?
You'll see.
Okay, well, guys, we have a 5-minute. Fuke and Hikari, you two discuss between yourselves who's risking their life for this motive. Not doing that shit. Absolutely not.
I do not know if I wish to risk everything. Even if my life is less. Girl, we just said 2 minutes ago that your life is less than anyone else here. Can I together stand up?
What should I do? As a hero, I can volunteer, but...
Everybody, let's not risk it. Dear's likely. It's going to be either of you or Hikari, I think. I wonder if Hikari just steps up to do it. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Dear.
Hikari! Wait a minute.
What do you have for me, dear?
I have several devices and remotes to go along with them. Here's yours.
Dia summoned a device and a remote and handed it to Hikari.
Now, place the device on the ground. Using the remote, turn it on careful.
But Hikari didn't listen. With a single press on the main button of the remote, the device showed something I wouldn't have expected in 100 years.
Oh, come on now, I said be careful. This technology is very expensive.
It's gonna be Dice Scribe bet. It was Wow, now that is very. I am very scared. What the hell is a hologram? Because that looks very real for a hologram. I am terrified. Oh god. Oh god, you took over your voice, damn it.
Hikari, what happened? Where am I? Last I remember, Aikawa. Aikawa, where is she? Where's that absolute foolish individual? If I saw her, she was holding a hammer of some sort.
Oh no, that is terrifying because this is actually Daisuke from before he was murdered. What the hell is going on? This has to be it. This just confirms it. I'm not sure if it's altered reality or anything, but these devices are used to bring back people from the dead so the killing games can go on forever and ever and ever. That's what this is. This just proves that.
Wait, why are we in the ballroom? You all, when did you get here? Is the concert resuming for some ludicrous reason?
Are we going to tell Daisuke that he died? Because how the hell would that play out? Because that what?
Answer me now. And where the hell is that laughable creature known as Aikawa is? Hikari, why are you crying? Whom amongst these people have hurt you? Was it Aikawa? I swear, when I get a hold of her...
You're dead! Nice girl.
What? Your foolishness knows no bounds, Hikari. I'm not a corpse. I am...
Did Daisuke reach forward to touch Hikari's shoulders, but... he went right through her. Honestly, I feel like we're gonna wait a bit to tell him he was a corpse, because that's quite cruel to tell him he's a corpse. So what the hell is he now?
What? Explain this, Hikari. You can't possibly be a spirit. Did I not run fast enough towards you? Did I go or take your life? No, she couldn't possibly have. What am I even talking about? Of course spirits aren't real. I must be imagining things. To think, my dreams have become inundated with sights of Hikari.
Mayume, she killed you, Daisuke. She killed you. She took you away from us, from me. I don't know how you're here right now, but...
Be quiet for 1 second. I can't wrap my head around this. You insist I am a corpse, but I feel very alive. Did Leroux or Minama or Igarashi put you up this?
And it's crazy to say this because 2 of those people are dead as well.
Was Ikara trying to hit you with a prank as well? I swear, those fools. They're even more foolish than you are, Hikari. And I thought that was a high bar.
Then explain why you hold my shoulder.
Oh God. Last I remember is a tremendous amount of pain, and then nothing. Was that? That's what you did. Then, how am I? Your projection, an artificial intelligence containing Daisuke's personality and memories, up to his death.
Huh. That is interesting. I guess that makes a lot more sense than it just being, Daisuke himself. I thought it was like a full body just dropped when they press the button, and that would have scared me a lot more. But I guess it is a hologram. This is like very realistic.
So I had died protecting Hikari. Yes, you did. How many more of us have died? Mayume Aikawa killed you, so that's 1. Then 5 more deaths after you. Wow, that's imagine. God, even though this isn't him, I can't imagine what he's feeling. I was gonna make a reference to another game, but I shouldn't spoil other games like that, so never mind. I see. I have met my end. As expected, I suppose. I did attempt to forfeit my life in the first place. But at least My life was most useful for one moment. At least you are still within the living world, Hikari.
Daisuke,
Tell me, have you stopped apologizing yet? Have you become more confident in yourself? Have you become more independent?
How should I put this? Okay, that's quite okay. Well, when you
I doubt you have stayed the same at all. That many cadavers must decrease anybody's sanity. But I trust in you. You are much stronger than you have been given credit for, Hikari. My beliefs are not unfounded, yes.
But Hikari didn't respond. Instead, she closed her eyes and turned off the projection device.
So that is the second part of the motive. Daisuke has returned. Daisuke has turned. You know, I kind of regret giving Chiyuki and Hikari quite similar voices because I kind of thought that Chiyuki would be the first victim, and now she hasn't. And now she made all the way to chapter 4. Now I'm scared both Hikari and Chiyuki will both be survivors, and having 2 of the 5 survivors having the same voice is quite ironic. Snorted down anything, quite not good, as one would say. So this is quite awkward.
No. For the next week, they all return.
Everybody, so everyone gets their own projection. So the 7 projection devices, each person gets their own projection. That's interesting.
Everyone. Yes, everyone.
How do you feel about everyone just coming to life for the next week? I guess I want to see how it plays out, I guess. It's kind of feel like it's interesting to have people mourn those who've lost and then have a week that kind of get closure. It kind of seems cruel in a way to just give them back when they're just inevitably going to leave again.
All 7 of you will receive a device. The device is not random, though some of you have devices that are unfitting to you. I apologize for that.
So let's see, they're not random, so that means they're going to be given to such people. So, let's see. Ryu is going to have Mayumi, obviously. Toshi will have Asuka. Chiyuki will have Colette, probably. That leaves Hikari as Daisuke, which leaves Kazuyuki, Fuyuka, and Tsubaki, and Mawin, Seinosuke, and Iki, which obviously doesn't really make much sense to everyone because Mawin would be obviously with Colette and Iki would be with Seinosuke, but since they're both dead, they don't really match each other. I'm gonna guess Mawin will be with Fuyuka because Fuyuka was guarding her. Iki will be with Kazuyuki because Iki was the person who affected Kazuyuki more than the 2, and Seinosuke will be with Tsubaki just by process of elimination. I guess that's my predictions about who will have who. Do I get Mayume?
No.
Damn. Does anyone want to trade?
No trades are allowed
This time. I mean, you'll still be able to talk to her. Ryu's gonna get Mayume, but as long as you just go to where Ryu has a device, you can talk to her. Damn again, God, when I talk this shit, I was gonna get nice for once, damn.
Beyond that, if 2 devices are on at the same time, they must not be in close proximity.
Oh, that is important, because I was about to say, it would be cool to see Seinosuke and Iki interact after their departures, but I guess we can't do that.
Otherwise, a self-destruct function will activate.
Why? Also, I think we need to clarify close, because I feel like this is to prevent from the 2 of them interacting with each other. But if we put 2 devices on either side of the ballroom and turn them both on, would that work? Because I was thinking people would talk to them in the rooms, but people's rooms are quite close together, so if 2 are talking to their room at the same time, then would they self-destruct it? And now that I think about it aloud, I wonder if somebody's going to use that for the murder. So then it's going to be important who has which one. I see what's going on, game. Why?
Glitches occur when 2 projections are near each other. They often can't handle the sight of one another. I'd like to avoid handling this.
What happens after a week?
Nothing terrible, but you'll never get to speak with them again. The devices will be taken away from you.
then why is this part of the motive? Because this is meant to get us to make us kill somehow. Because it makes me scared that these projections aren't what they're made out to be, and that some of them might incentivize us to kill, and they're just being like the glitter put on them just because it's made of those who have departed.
So, we only have a week to say goodbye.
I mean, a week is a lot of time considering most people wouldn't have any time to say goodbye. Because once people die, that's really it. So this is really your only time to say goodbye to those who have died. And that's why I'm a little like mixed about it, because I feel like a part of the game is, and what I like, is that the cruelty of not getting to say goodbye or not having finished character arcs with characters and just them dying. And it's just, and then I feel like even though they're not being brought back alive, it feels like a bit cheesy to just bring them back so people can talk to them. But I am interested to see how the characters will interact with these holograms, because I'm assuming the live character will come and see other holograms that other characters have. For example, Tsubaki will come to Ryu to talk to Mayumi, I'm assuming, because we also saw Hikari talk to Daisuke.
Exactly. Unless, that is, you commit a murder.
Elaborate.
Okay, this might be crazy, but what if someone commits a murder to try and take one of the holograms out with them? Because you can only take one person out, but if someone tries to take a hologram out with them, like, what if Hikari commits a murder to try and take out the hologram of Daisuke out? Because for all intents and purposes, it is a very realistic Daisuke. He just can't interact with the real world, but he can still talk to Hikari. So Hikari can always have him with her, just not him. I think it'd be interesting if that's why someone committed a murder. I actually really think that'd be fun.
If you take the life of somebody else, you'll both get to take your device with you and escape with somebody else. In a way, you'll be escaping with two people, potentially.
Okay, so just throw what I said, because that just comes with the motive. That makes sense. Now I understand why that'd be part of the motive. So you don't even have to. You can escape with the hologram and someone else. So it's just better.
You'll never have to say goodbye again.
Don't listen to them, Hikari.
Shut up! I already know it's too good to be true. There's probably a caveat, a twist. The device will probably die as soon as we escape. I won't fall for such a stupid motive. I'm just grateful I get to see him one last time.
And you're not even going to ever tell him how you've changed and how you just relied on Fugu after you died and how you didn't become the independent. Ooh. That's good, then.
I just don't know what to talk about with him. So much has happened. Wouldn't he be disappointed?
My only goal is to have Chuku's pitch be a little bit lower than Hikari, so you're able to differentiate between two of them.
You have acted foolishly ever since his departure from our lives. Depending on Fuyuka, accusing others, trying to get us all punished, etc. You have grown in the way he would have wanted. I fear that everyone who has died may be disappointed in I apologize. Is that too much?
I mean, say that everyone who has died would be disappointed in all of us who are alive. That might be a little bit too much. That might be a little bit of a harsh thing to say. Yeah, I do agree with that.
It was just enough. You're right. So stupid. He wouldn't be proud at all. I've survived, but for what? I haven't done a single thing to be proud of. I trusted a liar. I've become a fool, just like he said I was. Such a stupid fool.
Wait, but before anybody could stop her rambling, she screamed. She took her device and rushed past me out of the room. Well then, I wonder if Fuyuka's just gonna come sprinting after her. I don't think that's the best idea. I think she should be alone for a little bit now, because I don't think she's in the right state to talk, but we'll see. That was so crude. How could you? You may be right, Chuki, but that was not necessary. I mean, I do agree. She's not objectively. She is correct. Consider what Daisuke just said to her, and that would have been what he would have said if that was actually him. Probably. She's objectively correct, but like I feel like some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah, that was kind of mean. Risky wouldn't be proud of you becoming a murderer, too, you know.
Know that. I simply just wish to warn her. I wish to warn everybody that those who died may not be so warm and welcoming if we tell them everything. They have not had the opportunity for reflection and introspection like we have. They just died in their memories. We must be careful in how we handle everything.
You're right, but...
Wash, do not pretend that you care about her well-being.
I mean, she cares, but she was just very terrible at helping her. I'm not devoid of a heart. Of course I care.
Sure thing.
So, is anybody gonna run after her, or we just make sure he doesn't do anything drastic, or like, I'm gonna chill. I was kind of interested in what she was saying about a murder plan. I mean, she said meet in a couple of days, but now she might just like forget all of that and do it today. I mean, what else are we gonna do? How about you, Ryu? Your bestie killed hers after all. You two are like murder besties. I will. I just hope that she listens. I'll be right back, everybody. Are you gonna take that device with you? I just wanna leave it there.
Before you go, take your device and remote, okay?
Of course. Though part of me didn't want to. I knew Tia would push me until I decided to comply. After they handed me both items, I hid them in my Haori. I'll find out who I got tomorrow, but there are more important things to worry about. You definitely got Mayame, don't lie to yourself. Dia just said that they weren't random, which means he chose these persons for a reason, so you know damn well you got Mayame. We don't even have to entertain any other possibility. I followed after Hikari, especially the fact that Tsubaki didn't get Mayame. Who else would have gotten her? Not Fuyuka, not Kazuyuki, not Toshi, not Hikari, because we know he has Daisuke, and who else? Not the other person I can't think of. Wait, who is it? What? Toshi, Kazuyuki, Tsubaki? Chiyuki, not Chiyuki. So yeah. I mean, it could be Chiyuki because they play in a concert together, but obviously not. Who would Chiyuki have? Who did I say earlier? Chiyuki has... Not Daisuke, not Mayume, not... I think I said Asuka by process of elimination, I think. The garden, of course. When I walked in there, Hikari was just kneeling in front of the roses. She held one in her hand, smelling it.
He likes me. He likes me not. He's disappointed. He's not disappointed. He's disappointed. He's not disappointed. He's disappointed.
Okay, I think I've come at a bad time, but...
Why did you come after me, Ryu?
Because somebody needed to... Well, that's not the best thing to say, because that just kind of sounds like you're here because you have to, because nobody else did, so you have to.
Because you care, but because of necessity. I understand. You want to make sure I'm not planning murder.
I mean, considering what you said when we entered, I guess I was a little bit perturbed of the idea, yeah. I like how perturbed has become a part of my vocabulary now because of that stupid home thing yesterday. That's so funny. Because why were the three perturbed?
But aren't you afraid? I was betrayed. I'm hopeless now. I could grab the gardening juice in the shed and attack you.
I mean, I could probably run back into the elevator by the time I see you run into the shed, if we're being completely honest, so no, I'm not too worried. Unless you plan to kill me by pricking me with rose thorns, which I guess is a possibility, but I don't think that'd be quite an effective murder.
If I'm lucky, the elevator might break down on us, and you won't even have a chance to run away.
Afraid?
You're too forgiving, you know. Everybody is. Chiyuki attempted to deceive us all just yesterday. Less than 24 hours ago. But you're going around dressing her, cooking, sharing poems with her, comforting her. And even now, you're following me. You should take better care of yourself. You should be more afraid.
I mean, I do agree that I'm glad Hikari's bringing up the craziness how we're forgiving a murder of the 24 hours. I understand they're not forgiving her. They know there's more important issues at the moment. They can't just harp over the murder for so long. But I do understand it's a bit like crazy how close we've gotten and how much she's changed in just 24 hours. Afraid? You have to be joking. Of course I'm afraid. Of course I'm scared to death. I've always been a coward. I've always been incapable of doing so many basic tasks alone. Of course I can barely go on without needing my moms with me. Of course I'm useless, full of fear. I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of being betrayed again. I'm afraid of being used in a murder again. I'm so scared of everything and everybody. But I just hold it in for everybody's sake. Because people here expect things from me. All of them are hurting. All of them are scared. So if I can be a little less fearful in front of everybody, then maybe, just maybe, everybody will feel more comforted. Maybe they'll feel less alone, less like a burden. Of course I'm scared of Chiyuki, and of you, and of Kazuyuki. I haven't forgotten anything you have done. What did Kazuyuki do? Oh, he drove his sister to suicide? Is that what we're talking about? Is that what we're referring to? I'm not sure what else Kazuyuki has done.
You're all terrible sometimes, but I'm still working on not judging people by their worst moments, but... So, even if they show you your true natures, you'll trust them? That idea is so dumb. It's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. Why do we think people's worst moments are their true nature? Why is their anger, their sadness, their fear and anxiety always considered the real them? I once knew you as a girl I could relate to. Somebody who was a perfect victim alongside me. Somebody meek and weak just like I am. Somebody so afraid of others and of themselves. And I know that Hikari is still here, despite what you've done. I still want to believe in that Hikari. I still want to. That Hikari is gone, Ryu. She's gone. She's been dead for a long while now. I'm not her. I'm a vessel she used to inhabit, that's all. Hikari! I guess you could technically say I'm still Hikari. Still by her appearance, anyway. But really, I'm just lost. I'm just wandering until she eventually dies. Don't talk about yourself like that, please. The one thing she could trust in was a lie. The one thing she believed in, admired, and pursued. She was so naive. I was naive. Hikari was naive. Whatever she is, we are naive. Do you know what association is, Ryu? Yes, it's a frequent happening in horror media and tragedies. I don't know how long I've been dissociation. Maybe it was ever since Daisuke died, or a few days after that. To be honest, it's all kind of blurry. I don't know who I am anymore, who she is anymore, if she even existed in the first place. She was scared, Ryu. No. Maybe she still is. We're so scared of everything, everybody. We're constantly scared of disappointed people. We're constantly scared of making another stupid mistake. We're terrified. We want to just die, but also we don't.
We've never gotten to experience life as we should have. We never got to be happy. You can still be happy. There's only one way we can be happy anymore. But that way isn't possible without committing murder. So, we'll never be happy. We both know it. I don't understand. I don't understand myself either, Ryu. Everything seems so far away, yet so close. It's like, you know how playing video games works, right? Okay, this is the second time. Okay, this is the second time I've gotten this reference. Now I'm kind of scared. Yeah. It's like that. You control a character, you control a body, but you're still not them. You can see everything they see, experience everything they experience, hear their thoughts, but you're not them. I find it difficult to fully understand, but I promise I can try to help. I can. You can't do anything. I can't trust the words of anybody anymore. Whether I'm just still a Carrie, or I'm just a lost soul in this body, I don't know. I'm not my own person. You are, though. You've always been. No. No. I won't believe that. Why not? Because I'm incapable of believing in anything anymore. Before I could say another word, Hikari stood up and walked past me. Thank you for trying, though. If Hikari still existed, if I still existed, then I'd be grateful. Chiyuki wasn't wrong when he said that Daisuke would be disappointed. I am disappointed in myself. In Hikari, too. She should have died instead of him. And I'm sorry. For everything. Wait! Then she walked into the elevator, leaving me alone in the garden. Well, that was unnerving. I wasn't expecting that. It's kind of just sad to realize I don't really have any more thoughts about it. It's just I don't have enough brain power to fully digest what I just read. I fell to the floor. Why are you so useless, Ryu? Oh, we're not done with the emotional baggage. Why are you such a coward? Why couldn't you inspire? Be there for her. Why couldn't you just accept her apology yesterday? Why? Why are you so stupid? Why are you not in like Mayume? Why aren't you doing anything right? The floor beneath me was cold, freezing. The concrete was rough against my skin, and I moved my fingers an inch, they would likely bleed. But maybe they deserve to bleed. Maybe I deserve to feel pain. Maybe I'm not good enough for anything. Maybe I should submit to my fate and be the next victim. Maybe we all listen to Dia, and the two of us escape this place. Maybe.
It's not your fault.
Dia here for the rescue. I'm glad you're back to your nice personality, but I know you're only 10 seconds away from flipping your switch again, so I'll enjoy it while it lasts. What?
Nobody can help somebody who doesn't want help. She's stuck, in a way. She's been like that for a bit. I think she still had a chance before Ryuko warmed away to Hikari's brain. But right now, without even Ryuko to depend on, she's lost. I don't know how to help her either. Please don't blame yourself.
Thank you. It'd be a shame if that was what caused Ryu to regress back to his old self, because I really think he's doing so well. I can't let her stay like this. I have to be like Mayume for once. I have to help her. I have to.
You haven't even forgiven her yet, have you?
No.
Then work on that first, okay?
I think that's very, very solid advice. Thanks, Dia. But I'm tired of talking, yelling, of thinking. I'll try. That was all I could say. Before I knew it, I wandered back to my room, and I fell asleep as I hit the bed. I want to see. I'm interested if it's going to be a Dia dream now without Ryu, because it will be interesting to see if Dia can interact with other people's dreams and not just Hikari's. I'll be interested. Well, considering there wasn't a Dia dream and there wasn't even a notice ocean came, I'm assuming that is not the case. And that is where we're going to end the video, because by God, we've been recording for a little bit. Not actually too long, but I was just looking at my watch and I'm like, oh, we're kind of getting over time here. But I didn't want to just interrupt while Hikari was having that moment, so I decided to just keep going to day 17. But yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. I think the motive, God, I didn't even realize it when I was recording, but the motive announcement went on for a while. And I think it's interesting. I said my skepticism with it while it was going on, but so I'll just leave it with that. I think overall I'm interested to see where they'll go with it, and it's interesting to see how the character will change when they get to see their forms. But now that I think about it, Toshi did say that Asuka, they were still here somewhere, and they would meet again. And I guess with this motive, that technically has come true. That the two of them will reunite, even though it's not exactly as he imagined, I presume. So I guess that it was foreshadowing that part of the motive, not the fact that we're going through alternate realities every single day, and that we get revived every time the game ends, and the killing game is an infinite loop. Like, I theorized back in chapter 1, and I've kept that theory for the entire game. But yeah, that's all. And I'm interested to see where Carrie will go with this chapter, because I don't think she's going to commit a murder. But I don't know what the hell's going to go on with her, considering how much has changed since the beginning. But yeah, I guess that's all to say. And with that said,